Hi there, I'm Birgit O'Connor and welcome to my studio. Today I have a guest artist, my granddaughter Gwen. And what are we painting today?
We are painting a rabbit.
I thought it was kind of a bunny like that. So what we have here, the idea of what we're doing with this little guy back here is that we're trying to get shape. Let's pull this up a little closer. There we go. Right, like that. No, no. Okay, so the idea of what we're doing today is trying to get a little shape in here. Oh, right here. This works. It's going to be just basically almost a round circle or kind of like a triangle, but it's a little rounded on top. We have our ears and then getting some grass in there. And then if you want to do a little layering, then you can go ahead while it's dry and then come back in and add a little detail to it. So basically the idea is how to get some shape in here and keep things really simple. Now for this painting, we're going to keep it really, really simple. Let's just make a big circle, almost, just like that. And let's put a head on it, just a little bit like that, and then we'll put giant ears on it. And then a tail. Now you've got a bunny. Now you can be more accurate if you want, or what I'm going to do is just use whatever colors I have in my palette here. And you can also use this set up there, whatever you happen to have at home. And I think we're going to keep it really simple. We're going to make a brown, so you can use the brown that you have here. You could even use a little bit of the black and white. Let's take a look. So if you wanted, you could use the black and a little white to make a gray. Just be careful when you put some color into the white, if you happen to have a white. Now, I don't usually paint with a white, but you can use that. And we could also use a brown, like that. You could also use the black and brown. You can mix those two colors together. I wonder, you could even use a little purple, throw it in there with the brown. So you have a lot of options. Your color might be a little different, but it'll work. Let's go around the tail like that. Maybe get a little brown. I'm working on dry paper. Go around the tail. You can mix your browns if you want to. Just like that. And maybe I'll put a little color right up here, so I'm not filling the whole thing in. Then I'll take a clean brush. I'm going to take one that's a little bit larger. And what I'm going to do is just touch some of those edges. Now I don't really want to paint it. I don't want to smear my color around. I'm just touching some of those edges so they can run. And what would make this fun is if I lift my paper up a little bit. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's see where the color goes. Now I don't think I want a really hard edge like that. So I think I'm going to take my brush, dip it in the water, remove the excess water, tap it on my towel like that, so we don't have too much water, and then I'm going to go and touch some of those little edges. Same thing over here. And notice that I'm not going like this. I hold my brush like that, and I'm just touching the outside edge. Maybe I'll bring some of that color up a tiny bit further. And the same thing down here for the tail. Water, remove the excess, tap on the towel, and then I'm going to go around the edge like that. Let's look at the surface. You can see how shiny it is. Let's see, that has less water there. You can see it's not as shiny as that area. And this area started to run, and we're using the student grade paper, so it reacts a little differently. I do like how it's separating. And let's go down here so our little tail can stand out. Might lift a little bit of that out so we can have more of a rounder tail. Then let's work up to his head. We're just going to add a little bit of color up here and then up into the ears. I'm going to take some of that same color and go along the pencil line, just like that, and along the pencil line up here. Looks like he has antennas. And now I'm going to take some of the pink color, and because those little ears are pretty transparent, so let's go ahead and put some pink in his ears. Just like that. And now we've got a great bunny. And you can see how these lines are really hard and this looks softer. It's really up to you and what you like. I'm going to just touch a little bit. Remember how I'm holding my brush? I'm not going over it like that. I'm just touching just a little bit of the edge there so it can spread. Remove the extra water. Do a little bit over there. That way they don't stand out too much from this area. Now we'll need to let that dry, and then maybe we can do just a tiny bit more. Now if you wanted, you could leave it this way, or what I'm thinking here is that I'd like his tail to stand out a bit more, so I am going to consider this the first layer, and I'm going to repeat exactly what we just did with another layer. And so what that means is I'm just coming back in on top with a little more color. So our tail can stand out. Let's go back around the tail a little bit. Through there. So just a few strokes. I'm going to go on the back side. This is the head. And just like we did in many of our other lessons, I'll just touch a few of those strokes. This is similar to the koalas. We're just touching some of those little brush strokes there. So some of those edges connect. And that tail would look like a little cutout if I don't do anything with it. So I'm going to go ahead, remove the extra water, and touch just a few of those little lines. Now, if it spills too much and it runs all over the place and turns into a big blob, you just need a little practice with the water. And that goes for absolutely everybody, so you're not alone. Let's go ahead and go underneath the tail so that stands out. And then let's go ahead, go up over the ear a little bit. Then do the same thing. We're going to just skip along that brush stroke. Skip, skip, skip. And I'm going to leave, I think I'll leave that side dry. We'll see. We could put a shadow underneath them. That would make sense. Then I'm going to touch those little lines. I'm twisting my brush so I don't have color running everywhere. Maybe what I'll do is take some of that pink color Let's see how that works. That's okay. That's actually kind of nice. It adds some pink into our bunny. You don't have to do this, or you can put the tail on it or the tape on it. I'm just breaking up some space. And if some of that hair seems like it goes out too far, you can just get it wet again, just like that. Get it wet, soften the color, wipe it off, and then you can reshape your little bunny. What about if I went ahead, put some tape up here, and put some tape there. Let's give him a little blue sky. Oops, that tape lifted. I'm going to go around it like that. And I'll go around it over here. And I should have some tape on the other side. That'd be a good idea. Get some water in here. We don't have to be perfect. We're really painting mostly with water. So I like how this is looking. I like that it's darker there, that it's lighter there, and let's see if we get rid of that. I should have waited for it to completely dry, but that's fine. And since we've got that darker color up there and it's lighter there, we could leave it like that, but maybe I want to add some green grass down here. I should wait for that to dry, but I'll get pretty close to it, I think. Let's get some of that grass in there. I liked it on the white, but I just thought that maybe this might make it more fun. Okay, just lifting some of that extra color out, touching some of those edges. So he's sitting on grass. Okay, and we can always add more detail if you want, but that's pretty much all that we need. Making little lines, I'm holding my brush more like that, and then let's let it dry and see what happens. We can always come back in with more detail. Now what's fun is if we just let some of that color crawl and creates that really nice watercolory effect. And to make our little bunny stand out, maybe what I'll do is add even more of that grass in there. Any kind of green that you have, let's go ahead. That's a little bright. Let's tone it down a little bit. Let's go underneath our bunny. Maybe add a few little blades of grass. You can always just make lines. Soften some of those edges. Then let's clean this up around it and we can take a look. And now we have a really fun little bunny.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you had as much fun as we did. So until next time, or I should say subscribe to the channel if you're interested in more of these lessons. And until next time, have fun and happy painting.